All right, friends, we have come to the much anticipated experts panel. Now, this is a battle, ladies and gentlemen. The experts have been chosen based on the record of income earned and their popularity in the No Excuses voting contest, and the respect they have from other industry leaders. There will be 5 lightning-fast rounds where each expert is asked an identical question. Each expert will have 60 seconds to respond to each question. After each round, you, the audience, will vote with your chairs to who gave the most profound and relevant answer in that round. All power is with you. And in the end, you, the audience, will decide with your chairs and the applause who is crowned the 2012 No Excuses Expert of Experts. Whoa, you are powerful. And they will be rewarded with a bag of money, trophies, and unending fame. This is all up to you guys. The power is in your hands. So let us introduce the experts. Now please hold your applause until we bring everybody out, okay? Diane Hochman, one of the sassiest and most respected women in our industry. When she speaks, people listen. In her current primary company, she has been the fastest distributor in history to rise to the top level of her company. Diane, please come on out. Or you can cheer every single time, I guess. You all agreed to wait till the end, by the way. But I love Dan too. Greg Gomez is one of the savviest online trainers in the industry. He's also the sharpest closers on the phone. How good is he? He's been able to close deals on the phone to the tune of $75,000. Greg, come on out. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Brian and Rhonda Swan are famous for their endless summer lifestyle. They traded their corporate rat race for a true internet business. They run WOW, gallivanting through Hawaii, Mexico, Bali, Australia, Peru, and Brazil. They truly embody the internet lifestyle. Brian, Rhonda, come on out.
Thank you.
Good job, bud. Michael Force is U.S. Marine, retired, and is a founding member of one of the largest online direct selling communities in the world. A 7-figure earner for 3 years in a row, Michael is considered one of the sharpest marketers and strategists of our industry. Michael Force, please come on out, sir. That is a really cool name, by the way. Cherie is a much sought after MLM business trainer, having earned as much as $261,000 in a single month with her primary company. She is renowned for developing leadership in others. She's an esteemed and loved by those who know her best. I want to call you Cherie, but I'll call you Cherie. Cherie, come on up.
You can call me Cherie.
Awesome.
But only you.
Wow, it's because of the money in the pocket. Boy, this has gotten me a lot of attention, by the way. Tribble is considered by many to be the #1 blogger in the world on the subject of network marketing. In the last 12 months, he's generated over 10,000 leads through his blogging and cutting-edge social media strategy. He's been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine and is considered one of the pioneers in using internet to create multiple 6-figure incomes in network marketing. Ty, come on up, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Pleasure. All right, friends. You know what? Let's go ahead and give them all another round of applause because they're awesome. Now, the Battle of Experts will be hosted by Mark Hoverson. Mike Dillard said Mark Hoverson is one of the greatest direct response marketers in the world. Mark's latest product, Info Marketing Blueprint, generated over $850,000 in a 10-day period. Let's welcome Mark to the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. All right, let's rock this party. All right, let's rock this party. Question number 1, have a seat. Their feedback, everybody okay? You guys hear me okay? All right, let's rock this party. A lot at stake. These are some billies, right? $1,000. First question's gonna get this stack of bills. Ready. Diane, you're going to answer it. We're going to go down the line. Question is, first to the audience, does anybody, raise your hand if you're in network marketing or some kind of like, that kind of thing, right? Have you ever had a prospect who's watched the presentation, watched the video, attended the teleseminar, whatever, said, I'm in next week? And then all of a sudden they go into the witness protection program, the whole deal, right? Raise your hand if that's happened. So the intention of today is that we can do a mind share because these guys have done some really marvelous things. So here's the first question. The question is, the prospect says, I'm in, I'm ready. Tomorrow, next week, I'm in. How do you cause urgency and action and actually collect the transaction? On the spot. That's the secret, my friends. Diane, you got 60 seconds. Please go.
I sweeten the deal. I just add an offer. I tell them if they can make a decision within the next so many minutes, I'm going to be able to throw them in coaching, whatever it is that they seem to want. So I'm just giving them what they want because they're scared. As soon as you offer them what they want, they go.
Good. Greg?
We're supposed to hold our applause too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I vote Diane. For me, it's a matter, when they say something like that, they have fear. They have some type of hesitation. So I always say, we can do that. It's totally fine. But what's the difference between getting started now versus then, in the future? What's really holding you back now? And they'll usually tell you what the real root issue is. You solve for that, and you can actually get them involved after that. So a good demonstration of that would be, I'm happy to get that done for you, but let's be honest with each other. How long have you want to be successful in a home-based business or improve your lifestyle or get a better situation than you are right now? For a long time, right? Yes. I usually uncover that in prospecting. So waiting another week, why would you wait a week to start getting the benefits you could start getting right now? What's really the issue? Is it the money? And then they usually come back and say what the real issue is. You solve for X, you fix it, great, you get them started from there. And that typically is enough to uncover the real root fear for me.
Okay. The Unstoppable family, they have 30 seconds each. No.
No, I love what Greg said, but really it comes down to identifying why next week. What's going to be different next week that's going to be different today. So if we can uncover that need and ask them those questions, then you can then sell them on the opportunity that they should do it right now. And if you do, we're going to start an orientation. We have a process. So we say if you get started tonight, we have an orientation that you'll be able to go through with Brian right now tonight and get yourself going.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's definitely that why question. You always got to ask that, what is holding you back? And it is creating the urgency, like you said. It's like, okay, having, if you're able to do this tonight, I have an orientation call, we're going to get going. Sweeten the pot, you have your training, let's get it going.
Okay. Very good. Mr. Forrest?
I think one of the biggest things is obviously on the first end having a certain level of edification so you can have influence typically over your prospect. And in that scenario that he just described, the best way is to continually come back around whatever the issue is that they bring up, including that one. Just continue to loop back around and go straight to the pain, dig a little deeper, find a little more urgency. And usually their pain is attached to urgency. So if you attach your product to their pain, they'll make a decision that much faster.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Cherie?
Yeah, to add to that, we have to trigger their fear of loss. They're motivated to take action. So I'll give you two quick examples. One is a promo. I was closing a sale for $20,000. The guy was like, hey, I need to think about it, typical resistance. And I said, well, I just made this up. I said, well, the next person, I don't know if you're aware of this, the next person that signs up gets an Apple iPod. That was when they were cool. And so he writes me a check. He's like, fine, I'm in. Here's my check for 20 grand. And I gave him a check back for 250 and told him to go buy it himself. And by the way, the fear of loss of the volume of the downline too, when you're a good closer and a leader, then you have a lot of people coming in behind and you let them know that volume's going to help them. I was able to generate $110,000 in 7 days by triggering everybody who wanted to sign up before the guy that I was meeting this afternoon, before the guy I was meeting this weekend, type of a thing. So that gets people to move fast.
I like it, Cherie. Very good.
Awesome.
Ty?
And here I thought being last was going to be
The
good.
benefit, yeah. Scam.
Because everyone's like,
a big
now
scam.
what do I say? Here's the thing. Sometimes I would actually rather have someone who's not completely in, but's pretending that they're in. If there's a real financial situation, believe me, if they have the money, we're going to go for the sale.
But the reality is some people are just financially strapped today. I'd rather somebody pretend, acting like they're in, even though they're not necessarily in yet, than opposed to someone who's in but doesn't act like they're in, right? So we might be able to get them started marketing their business and get some people that they can sign up to show them very quickly that signing up a couple people will get their money back. And so, go for the close first of all, but just be sympathetic and empathetic to situations.
All right, very good. So here's the deal. Gang, you guys got to tell me. The first one, this is just a stack of bills. I don't know. I don't know what you do with ones in this town like this, but all right, here we go. Now, this is totally up to you. I'm going to wave the money behind. Here we go. It's got to be quick, totally on applause. You guys are newbies. Oh boy. Oh, you guys are killing me. It's just going, it's double down. We're going to double the money on the next question. I just can't make that up. We're not going to spend time on that. Here we go. Does anybody want more leads? Raise your hand if you want more leads. Now here's the little trick. You do a solo ad and you get 120 leads and you post the thing on Facebook and you're a lead generating guru and none of them have phone numbers, none of them buy anything, and it was a total waste of money. You do a classified ad, you get 3 leads, they average $80 a piece, 1 buys and is a duplicator. What good is leads? So you're looking for the best leads. So the question is, who would like to find out their best lead source? Okay? We're going to go